Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Caroline Stevens seeking the truth on a beautiful Christmassy day here in the UK. But I've got a very special guest on today, a lady called Sarah. Is it
Chafai.
Chafai.
Yeah.
And Sarah is based in Switzerland, and I think you'll probably find what she's got to share with us very, very interesting. You're an advocate, Sarah, and you've been involved with, is it the CPS, the Crown Prosecution Service, and the Family Courts?
Yes. Yes.
Would you like to introduce yourself to everybody? They will see you when we manage to get this video uploaded onto YouTube. But at the moment, it's just audio only for Sarah. Okay, Sarah, over to you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Sarah from Switzerland. And ask Caroline if she could do an interview because I've been putting out some interviews and some information, but in German. And people have asked me, can you do something in English? And I was thinking then, well, it would be a good opportunity to do something with Caroline and to share information with people from the UK or from the US or wherever people understand English about what I experienced, the situation a little bit here in Switzerland, and everything a little bit to do with child protection services, fraud, family court, central banking system, new world order, birth certificate, all this kind of topics. So, yeah.
Wow. All on a Sunday afternoon. So, Sarah, how did you get involved on your journey?
I was basically working really long for a bank, for one of the biggest bank in Switzerland, in Treasury. And in that time, my waking up process started, and I was looking into the family situation. I experienced around me people who could not see their children anymore. I witnessed that when people get a divorce, that the least capable of the parents, like the narcissistic or the less empathic parent, will get the children, will get the house, everything, and the more decent kind of a parent will lose everything, the children, everything. And I was studying a lot about psychology, like personality disorders, and was looking into parental alienation a lot. And I basically wanted to make a change for the children because I grew up without being able to see my father, and I had been abused also in my childhood. So I wanted to do something to help the children. And that's how I started to get into this. And first I was a little bit I wasn't having the right approach because I was studying this information from an American psychologist who put out books about parental alienation. And his approach was you need to fix the mental health system, and then with the mental health system to fix the legal system. And at that time, I had literally no idea that the whole legal system was based upon fraud, and that it all has to do with the birth certificate, the admiralty law, and all these kind of topics. So I was not on the right path. I wanted to do something, and I couldn't get forward. And in the time, they already started then to target me because the system was getting aware I was investigating. I was looking in different cases where, for example, children have been placed with well-known abusive parents and even been murdered by these parents. And I digged into this and I was like, that's not right, what is happening here. And thankfully, back in 2017, I met Julian Culture from the UK on Facebook. And he has been giving me all these puzzle pieces that I didn't have before about the birth certificate, the bond profiteering, etc. And he also warned me about to be careful about the agents. I don't know if you already heard about that the system is using agents to sabotage like advocates.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing is, Facebook itself, which is where we met, I rattled a few feathers over the past few days because many, if not virtually all the groups, maybe not all the groups, but a lot of them, a lot of the well-known groups are controlled opposition. Now, there's well-meaning people in those groups, just like in political parties. It exactly works the same way. But it is it's a herding exercise, to be fair.
And it's dangerous. It can get really dangerous. I mean, I'm glad I'm still alive, but it has been really difficult. I was targeted with agents, several agents. In the process, I got targeted financially. I've got separated from my own son. My car got stolen. My camper got sabotaged. The tire exploded on the highway. Like I had different kind of experienced different kind of targeting, and I have to say I was really lucky to have Julian Culture assisting me through this difficult time, because they set up traps for me. They tried to sabotage my work. They tried to make me look bad with false allegations and all that kind of thing. I had my computer fried also. I have sent
fried.
An email.
Did you say fried?
Yeah, my whole hard disk got deleted. I have been told by Julian that about the birth certificate and the name in capitals, that it's a corporation, and I've digged into my own documents. So I'm born in Lucerne, Switzerland. So I called them up and I said, hey, I need a copy of my birth certificate. And I got a birth registry copy. And I was like, so there's no name in capitals. Like I couldn't see the name in capitals on there. And then it came to my mind, in Switzerland, we have another document. It's called Heimatschein. And I was lucky I had that at home. And I looked it up, and there was the name in capitals, and it has like a watermark. So I'm like, okay, so now that's this bond, this document, with the name in capitals on it. And I've written an email to Swiss politicians, CPS, and people from the Justice Department, if they could further explain this to me, because I've got the information from the UK, from Julian Culture, about the name in capitals, and that I looked it up on Treasury Direct, and there's like a bond with the exact number of this document. And once I sent this email off to these people, my whole hard disk got deleted.
Wow.
Literally. Yeah. And after this point, this was June 2018, it got really bad then with the targeting. Like in December 2018, my son got kidnapped from school. I got an email from Swiss CPS. They just informed me my son would not come home for lunch, and he was gone. They snatched him from school with the help of police and locked him up in a children's home. And after 9 days, they sent him to go live with his father in France, where he is still to this day. So, yeah.
And then, can I ask you how old he was at that time, please?
13. And I've still not seen all the documents from CPS. They are withholding information because you cannot take a child unless there is a danger for the child, and these documents, they are not showing me. I tried to get access to it, but to this day I haven't seen this document yet, so trying to hide it from me. Yeah, because they made this up. They tried not only to take my son on the same day, they also tried to arrest me or lock me up in a mental health institution, which didn't work out. But they tried more than once. So, yeah, I had then another agent. Then my car got stolen. I got falsely accused of having drug stuff at home, which was a lie. And I had again mental health, trying to do something to section me, and yeah, financial targeting, credit cards blocked, etc., etc. Just because with everything I learned, I got kind of like dangerous for the system, for the business, the Freemason business, if you want to call that. The fraud family court is a big business from them, and yeah, they don't like it if someone yeah, disturbs their business because it's highly profitable.
Absolutely. That reminds me of these common purpose slides that were found on the internet. And there were so many people wanting to know where I got those slides from, because once you reveal the truth, they want to know the sources and to shut all those doors again. That's why they spend so much money, employers, actors and actresses on social media, and you know, the gatekeepers. What they do is they want your email addresses, they hear your stories, they collect the information, and then they just put it in a little box, if you like, and will bury it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I have to say the birth certificate is a really delicate topic. You know, that's the one thing they don't want everyone to know about: the secret trusts, about the secret central banking accounts everyone has. And it's this big danger for the New World Order if everyone knows about this. You know, if the wealth is in the hand of the people and not in the hand of the New World Order anymore, then yeah, they cannot control people anymore like this. You know, it's like yeah, as long as they are on power and they have the wealth in their hands, they can do with the people as they please. And this is what needs to change, because yeah, it's all the evil. It's the birth. We're not only talking about the birth certificate, also about the STATE the NWO Act, which comes from the UK, about you lose status, you lose your estate, and legal entrapment. That's what they do with this legal name. And if people start to learn all this information, they can learn how to protect themselves, how to protect their children. And yeah, this will basically then also take away the power they have now over the people. It's just a matter of people need to wake up and to learn how to protect themselves, to learn the difference between law and legal, to learn about the birth certificate and debilitations, the STATE the NWO Act. And yeah, this is really important to kind of stop the New World Order, if you like. It's the most relevant information. I mean, there's more information. You're also exposing a lot about the New World Order, the Illuminati, the Jesuits, everything. But the birth certificate is, yeah, this is a problem at the core, you know. And once everyone knows, and there will be more pressure added on the treasury, on each country, to give the trusts to the people, then a lot of what is now evil going on will change, you know. But yeah, it's not easy. I mean, we don't have the media on our side. They're not sharing anything of this information. I tried personally to go with what happened to me to the Swiss media, and they all kept silent. They said my case was too complicated. They wouldn't report anything. I had one journalist who works independently who brought an article about when my son was kidnapped and how Swiss CPS is, yeah, destroying families and ripping people off their property, etc. So, but otherwise it has been really difficult to expose this on a bigger level. So all we could do is expose it locally, and we have done that. We have not only in Switzerland, in England, in Canada, in the US, we have handed out a lot of leaflets. And if you like, people who hear this interview, they can get the template of the leaflets if they want to help. We have a leaflet with information on one side about the New World Order, about the naming capitals, the birth certificate, the secret societies, Babylonian paganism, corporate psychopath information, and on the other side, information about child protection services. So to give this information to the people so they know what is going on, to warn them. And we have done that since like few years now. And yeah, it's making